Hello everyone, welcome to today's history class. Today we are going to learn about the earliest people who lived on the Indian subcontinent nearly 2 million years ago. We will discover how they found food, where they lived, how they made tools, and how their lifestyle slowly changed over time. Let's begin our exciting journey into the Stone Age. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to answer some very interesting questions. Who were the earliest people? Why did they move from one place to another? What were or who were the hunter gatherers? How did they make some stone tools? Where did they live? How did they discover fire? We will also learn about the three important Stone Age periods. The earliest people lived about 2 million years ago in the Indian subcontinent. They did not have farms, shops, or markets. They survived by hunting wild animals, catching fish and birds, and collecting fruits, nuts, roots, leaves, and eggs from forest. Because they hunted and gathered plants, they were called hunters and gatherers. Why were they called hunter gatherers? The name hunter gatherers comes from the way they obtained food. The word hunter means they hunted animals for meat. The word gatherer means they collected fruits, roots, seeds, nuts, and other edible plants. Both hunting and gathering together helped them survive. Skills of early humans. Life was not easy for early humans. They needed to be fast to catch animals, brave enough to face danger, and smart enough to know which plants were safe to eat. They also had to understand the seasons because different fruits and plants were available at different times of the year. Students, what skills do we need today that are different from theirs? Why did they keep moving? Unlike us, early humans did not live permanently in one place. They were nomads, which means they moved from one place to another instead of living in one village or city. The first reason they moved was for food. If they stayed in one place for too long, they would use up all the fruits, roots, and animals available there. To find more food, they had to move to another place. The second reason was that animals kept moving. Deer, wild cattle, and other animals searched for fresh grass and water. Since hunters depended on these animals for food, they had to follow them. The third reason was the changing seasons. Different fruits and plants grow during different seasons. So, early humans moved from place to place to collect food that became available at different times of the year. The fourth reason was water. Every living thing needs water to survive. During dry seasons, rivers and lakes became the best places to live. Therefore, early humans moved near rivers, lakes, and streams. Now, the question is, how do we know or how do we came to know about them? We know about early humans because of the work of archaeologists. Archaeologists study ancient remains left by people long ago. They have discovered stone tools, bones, ashes from fires, caves, and beautiful rock paintings. Stone tools. Stone tools were extremely important for early humans. They used them for cutting meat, chopping wood, digging roots, scraping tree bark, making spears, and even stitching clothes made from animal skin. Types of sites. Archaeologists have found different kinds of sites. A habitation site is where people lived. A factory. A factory site is where stone tools were made. A habitation cum factory site is a place where people both lived and made tools. Early humans carefully selected places to live. They preferred areas near rivers because water was available. They also chose places near forests for food and near places where good quality stone was available to make tools. One of the most famous prehistoric places in India is Bhimbetka, located in Madhya Pradesh. It has natural rock shelters where early humans lived. Archaeologists found stone tools and beautiful cave paintings here. How were stone tools made? Stone tools were made mainly in two ways. In the first method, one stone was hit against another to remove small flakes. This is called the stone on stone technique. In the second method, called pressure flaking, bones or stones were used to shape the tool more carefully. Discovery of fire. Evidence of fire has been found in the Kurnul caves. Fire helped early humans cook food, keep warm during cold weather, provide light at night, and protect themselves from dangerous animals. Climate change. Around 1200 years ago, the Earth's climate became warmer, grasslands spread, and many grazing animals increased in number. Early humans followed these animals, and this gradually led to the idea of keeping and rearing animals. Beginning of farming. Early humans collected grains like wheat, barley, and rice from nature. After observing how plants grew, they began thinking about growing these crops themselves. This marked the beginning of farming. Stone Age periods. Historians divide the Stone Age into three periods. First one is the Paleolithic period or Old Stone Age. Lasted about 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago. Second one is the Mesolithic period or the Middle Stone Age, which lasted from about 12,000 years ago to 10,000 years ago. And then the third one is the Neolithic period or the New Stone Age, which began around 10,000 years ago. Paleolithic Age. The word Paleolithic means old stone. During this period, people used large stone tools. They hunted animals, gathered food, and often lived in caves and rock shelters. Mesolithic Age. The Mesolithic Age is called the Middle Stone Age. During this period, people started making very small stone tools called microliths. Fishing became more important and people slowly began domesticating animals. Neolithic Age. The Neolithic Age means the New Stone Age. This period saw major changes. People started farming, lived in permanent settlements, domesticated animals, and used polished stone tools. We will study this period in detail in the next chapters. Rock paintings. Many caves contain beautiful rock paintings. Most paintings show animals like deer, horses, and bulls, as well as hunting scenes. This painting, these paintings helps us understand the lives and activities of early humans. Did you know that Ostriches once lived in India. Archaeologists found ostrich eggshells at Patni in Maharashtra. Some shells were decorated and others were made into beads and ornaments. Hunsgi. Hunsgi, located in present day Karnataka, is another important prehistoric site. Archaeologists found many stone tools, habitation sites, factory sites, and tools made from limestones. This shows that early humans lived and worked there. Let's quickly revise today's lesson. We learned about the earliest people, hunter gatherers, why they moved from place to place, stone tools, fire, rock shelters, climate change, and the three Stone Age periods. Understanding the lives of early humans helps us know how human civilization gradually developed. Closing question for you all. If you had lived during this Stone Age or the Stone Age, what would have been the biggest challenge for you? Thank you and keep learning.